So now I am here in Roach Harbor, and I am getting ready to go check out the sculpture park. There's like anywhere from 110 to 150 different sculptures in there. Hell yeah, hell yeah. All right, well, let's go see what magic we can find today. The universe favors intelligence. Otherwise, these thoughts, these paths could not exist. So the question is not, are we favored, but are we alone, which would not be a favor. David Mark Jenkins. That's cool. In art as in love, instinct is enough. Anatole France. The highest art is always the most religious, and the greatest artist is always a devout person. Abraham Lincoln. You are here. This one is called The Dancer. And this one is called The Wild Embrace by Micah Bienvenu. This one is Rainforest Dream by Leo Osborne. What is sculpture? Generally a three-dimensional artistic expression. This is called Aspire by Jeff Brash, made of stone. Wow. This is called Ruby by Sandy Graves. Wow, this is cool. It's called The Coffee Cup Bench by Nick Nicholson. Look at this. Ha ha ha. This is Three Blue Spires by Jerry Newcomb. Glass columns. I have no interest in using glass as a thin, refined material. I just want to show the complexity available using it in a larger, rougher ideal. I want to offer glass and steel married together in such a way that the glass almost seems more massive than the steel. Jerry Newcomb. Oh, this is beautiful. This one is known as Spring Training by Jason Napier. This is pretty awesome. As is this one, Sammy, created by Kristen Douglas Sitz. Sammy is a sweet miniature golden doodle dog. His family wanted to capture the kindness and sweet spirit that he brings to their hearts daily. He is a forever family member. Wow, that's pretty dang sweet. Look at this. Look at the detail. Wow. That's pretty freaking amazing. And this one is called Time and Fate by Eben Shea. Wow. This one is called Silver Lining by Todd Jenkins. This is called Baby Bird by Penelope Moore. This is called Tide and Talon by Christina Gervin. And this one by Kate Douglas. I'm not even going to try to pronounce because I'm sure I'll mess that up. Yeah, I'm sure I'll mess that one up. This one is called Artist with Found Object by Paul Herbert. Reminds me of Toy Story. And this one is called Cosmic Fish by Roger Small. Change. It is to the interfaces we are drawn. The beach between sea and land. The meadow between forest and mountain. The hospital bed between life and death. The interfaces where the wind is always blowing. David Mark Jenkins. Discovering Our Wild World, John Bonnett Wexo. This sculpture, designed to be touched, is the first of many that may be placed in zoos around the country. It was inspired by Dr. Charles R. Schroeder, one of the first zoo veterinarians, and the creator of the San Diego Wild Animal Park. Please explore the over 70 bronze animals and see how many you can name. Many are now badly endangered, and some, like the dodo, are already extinct. Our wild earth is rapidly vanishing, and it is hoped that art like this can help the next generation keep its curiosity about the wonderful world around us. And this is called Sinusoidal Bench by Philip Baldwin. I think an artist's responsibility is more complex than people realize. Jodie Foster. Creativity is allowing yourself to make mistakes. Art is knowing which ones to keep. Scott Adams. This one is called Nonstop Flight by Jocelyn Russell. And this is called Rocktopus's Garden. This is pretty freaking awesome. This one's called Entry by Tom Small. This one's called Wind Song by Sean Johnson. This one's called Mother and Child by Lucy Congdon Hansen. This one is called Behind the Moon Owl Totem Pole by Barbara Mutscheller. And this is known as Totem for the Samish 3. And it's by Rick Walton Smith. This one is called Day In, Day Out by Ken Turner. Moss Meadow, the Emerald Snow, the Fractal Forest, living on the lee side of reality, shaded, protected, and ancient innocence, softly covering the pine needles of tomorrow. David Mark Jenkins. This one's called Noetic, or Horse with No Name, by Nick Nicholson. And this one is called Hair on Fire by Pat McVeigh. And this is the I-Beam Steel Archway Bell by Tom Torrens. These are called Cristo drops by Peter Cristo. The lizard Terra. Named after the Tuatara, considered one of the oldest living fossils, Tuataras are the only survivors of their reptile species which lived before the dinosaur age. Terra was made by Theo, Esther, Ina, Kylie, Caradwen, Nea, Phaedra, David, and other visitors participating in our summer art series. In another life, Terra was a kayak. Wow. And this one is called Magic is a Shift with Perception, number 5, by Stefan Durst. This one is called The Initiate by Kevin McGinn. Whimsy Woods. Have fun exploring the forest trail through a maze of creative installations. See how many you can spot. This one is called Cadmus Head number 1 by Charles Ifland. And this one's called Sailor's Seat by Richard Nevels. We enjoyed making these pieces and working collaboratively. Is it art? We don't know. All we know is that we had a blast putting it together and hope it brings a smile to your face. We are grateful that you chose this path. Francie Hansen, Beth S., Anita B., Philip Cole, and friends. I wasn't trying to mess up their names. For a minute there, I thought it was Peter Criss. Now it looks like Michael Jackson. Oh, that's pretty awesome. That's pretty sweet. This one is called Connectivity by Jim McLuhan. And this is The Garden of Sprouting Parts by Bill Hess. Says ride the black pony. Zylstra featherless snipe. Unlike snipes living near other lakes, the Zylstra snipe has no feathers. This has led to unconvincing mating rituals and thus a drastic decline in numbers. And yeah, I would have missed this. The little signs help to at least make me stop and really take notice. But yeah, I know there's no way in hell I seen everything in here. There's no way. It's called Bird by Nicholson. Large Cromwell Bell by Tim Torrens. This one is Silver Tide. And this one is Descending. Both by Jim McLuhan. And this one's called Falcon's Labor. Fossils, I'm pretty sure. That's pretty awesome. And this exquisite beauty is known as Diana, Charlie's Angel. Wow. That's going to be a mama and her two cubs. Large Marge, commissioned in 1999 by Jim and Bonnie Town from the famous artist Lorenzo G. Large Marge is made of bronze and stands 13 feet tall. Bonnie wanted a friendly grizzly, which was a challenge for the artist, as grizzlies are not known for their gentle personality, so the artist created her in a pose protecting her two cubs. Large Marge was named by the town's children after a character in a movie by Pee Wee Herman. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. Wow, that's pretty awesome. So I can actually say that I saw grizzlies today and Large Marge. Wow, look at this. How many grizzly bears are still alive? When Lewis and Clark explored the West in the early 1800s, there were an estimated 50,000 grizzlies in the country. The grizzly is the symbol on California's state flag. Sadly, the last one was shot there in 1924. Today, there are an estimated 1,400 left in the United States, and they are in protected areas like Yellowstone National Park. Wow. The artist is a receptacle for emotions that come from all over the place, from the sky, from the earth, from a scrap of paper, from a passing shape, from a spider's web. Pablo Picasso. This piece is called Growing by Jesse Swickard. On a cool afternoon, or any afternoon, take thee to the woods. There is a spirit there, ancient, waiting to soothe your soul. We call it time. David Mark Jenkins. Oceanic Blues by Ira Wiesenfeld. Wow. Here we have 4-foot kelp and Adrift, both by Jim McLuhan. And this is Sea Fronds and Crab Blue, both by Zachariah Leck. At least I hope I said that name right. This one's known as Salmon Tide by Sean Johnson. More Sea Fronds by Zachariah Leck. And The Siren by Roger Smalls. And here we have Figure Pulling Chain by Ethan Currier. That's so freaking awesome. And off in the distance is Mount Young, standing at 800 feet high. And here we have Salish Shoals Lighthouse by Steve Dyer. That's pretty awesome. Oh, that's so cool. And here we have Two Blues by Mike Hollern. And here we have Dragonfly by Dwight Duke. Sculpture Park Sea Serpent. The sculpture was created by park visitors Raylene, Malaya, Jasmine, Coy, Bill, Gio, Nancy, Theo, Phaedra, Michelle, Solomon, and David as part of our Sunday Summer Art Series. It is made of 2 old kayaks donated by David Halpern, our education director, who was on the U.S. Olympic kayak team in 1984. And this is Owls on Walls by Georgia Gerber. Yeah, so seriously, I only saw about half of this place. I'm gonna have to come back. Not this go around, but I'm gonna have to come back. This is known as the Friendship Totem. You can carve your name in it. Oh, right on. Yeah, there's so much I didn't see, but I'm pretty worn out. I'm done for now. I'm ready to get on the bus, start making my way back to Lopez Island. And as always, where are you? It's your hit. Don't make me smoke all this weed by myself. Find me, follow me, see where I am. Come out and walk 1 mile with me, and I will show you magic. This is called Ruby by Sandy Graves. It's called the Coffee Cup Bench by Nicholson. Look at this. On is Spring Training by Jason Napier. This is the I-beam Steel Archway Bell by Tom Torrens. Oh, that's pretty awesome. Figure Pulling Chain by Currier. That's so freaking awesome. Much love and much peace, you all. Yeah, I'd say I got me a new friend.